Well, hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a full review of the ALLPOWERS R600 portable power station, as well as the ALLPOWERS SF200 flexible solar panels. This is a compact, budget-friendly power solution that's caught a lot of attention lately, and I've been testing it for the last few weeks, and I have some thoughts, so let's get to it. Well, first I do want to let you know that ALLPOWERS did send the R600 power station to me and the SF200 solar panel as well to test and review. They're not going to see this footage ahead of time. They're not telling me what to say. They're not giving me anything. I'm just going to put this out there. They're going to see it at the same time as you. Well, the ALLPOWERS R600 is a 299 watt-hour portable power station with a 600 watt pure sine wave inverter and 1200 watt surge capacity. That means it can safely power small to medium-sized electronics and appliances. And ALLPOWERS says even some appliances like a mini fridge or even maybe a CPAP machine. What really stands out here to me though is the LiFePO₄ battery. But to be honest with you, I didn't really know what a LiFePO₄ battery was before I got this, so I did some research and here's what I found out. Well, LiFePO₄ stands for lithium iron phosphate, and it's a type of lithium ion battery that uses iron phosphate as a cathode material, unlike traditional lithium ion batteries that use a cobalt-based material. Most LiFePO₄ batteries are rated for between 3,000 and 5,000 charge cycles, up to about 80% capacity. Compare that to typically 500 to 1,000 for normal lithium ion cells. That means you can use and recharge a LiFePO₄ battery daily for about 8 to 10 years, which is just nuts. However, the most important feature to me of the LiFePO₄ battery is the safety. It is much more thermally and chemically stable, and it has a reduced risk of fire or explosion. And this is why they are typically used in RV or marine equipment and even medical grade equipment. They also perform better in extreme temperatures, so very hot climates. If you're going to have the power station in direct sunlight charging with a solar panel, it's going to withstand that heat a lot better. The fact that the R600 uses a LiFePO₄ battery means you are getting reliable, long-term safe performance. It is safe to use indoors or even inside of a tent while camping. You don't have to worry about it overheating. Well, now let's talk about the ports on the R600 because there's quite a few of them. On the front, you've got two AC outlets, two USB Type A ports, USB-C that supports powered 100 watt, which is a huge win for us laptop users. Maybe you're gonna take your MacBook, your whatever computer out to the field with you and charge it. It works great. There's also a regulated 12 volt car port, and up top there's even a 15 watt wireless charging pad. Now this could be super handy for topping off your phone. Maybe you're out camping, like I said, just put it on top. In theory, it would work great. However, I had issues with that. I could not get my iPhone to charge on top of this charging pad on top of the unit. The camera on the back side of the iPhone is protruding just a little bit to where it does not sit flat on top of the charging pad. Just enough to make it not connect. I even tried putting the camera in the little hole down here in the top where the handle kind of collapses into it, and I still could not get it to sit flat and get a charge on top of this. I never got it to connect once, so for an iPhone user, it may not be too practical. Now, I have used this thing to charge my laptop, my camera gear, even my drone while out in the field. And you could even use it to hook up a TV and a DVD player while camping if you want to have some quiet time where the kids are occupied. Now, I did also try it with our electric tea kettle. Heats up water very quickly. However, when I plugged it in, I pretty much knew it wasn't going to work, and right away it sent off a warning signal, like a beeping noise. It just drew too much watts and would not power safely, so it didn't do it. You're also not going to run like a space heater or a microwave, something like that with this, but that's really not the point of the R600. Another thing I really like about the R600, it is very, very portable. It only weighs in at about 14 pounds, so it's very easy to toss in a car or carry it to a remote campsite. Maybe you have to park and then walk like a 1/10 of a mile, maybe even a 1/4 mile to the actual campsite. This isn't going to break your back doing it. And for van lifers or people that are maybe on a boat, you got to worry about weight a little bit. This kind of fits that sweet spot of weight and performance. One of the biggest selling points of the R600 is the fast charging. If you plug it into an AC wall outlet, it'll charge to 100% in just about 1 hour, which is really pretty darn impressive. But you can also charge it with solar panels up to 300 watt input. I use the ALLPOWERS SF200 flexible solar panel, and on a clear Colorado sky day, I got consistently between 145 and 170 watt input pretty consistently. And that took just under 2 hours to charge from 22% up to 100%. Toward the end though, I was only getting about 68 to 70 watt input. And I took a look at the sky. It seemed like it was a bright sunny day, but there was actually some cloud cover that was kind of blocking some of that sun a little bit. So that's kind of what I attribute that basically a 100-watt input decrease from what I was seeing previously. However, this setup would be perfect for those camping on sunny locations, really keep you powered all weekend long. Well, the SF200 flexible solar panel is rated at 200 watts, but like all panels, real-world output will vary based on sun angle, weather, and temperature. The SF200 uses high-efficiency monocrystalline cells, which are typically around 22% efficiency, which is pretty darn solid for flexible panels. Like I said, the SF200 is flexible and it is designed to flex up to 30 degrees, which really makes it ideal for non-flat surfaces. Maybe you're going to put it on the outside of a van, an RV, on a boat, something like that. It can flex a little bit and still really do its job. It's also very, very lightweight, only weighing in at 4.4 pounds and 0.1 inch thick. So it is very easy to hook up to a van. It's not going to be like sticking out massively. You know, maybe you're camping, you're going to put it up only while you're camping for the day. You don't want it attached to your vehicle the whole time. It's easy to do that. It's very thin and it just works great. It's also made from ETFE material, meaning it's more scratch resistant, UV resistant, and weather durable. Now, with that said, you really should not step on it because it might break as well. Or if you're getting some large hail, something like that, you're probably not going to want to have this out. It is also IP68 waterproof rated. So if you are going to have this out and it starts to rain on you, you don't need to worry. You don't need to put it away. It'll be just fine. The ALLPOWERS SF200 really is probably one of the best flexible portable solar panels on the market right now. It's ideal for mobile users, stealth campers, anyone needing a lightweight, efficient, and flexible charging option. Now, it's not meant to replace a permanent solution maybe on top of your roof for, 365-day usage. It's not meant for that. But for those wanting a portable solution they can use for a weekend, maybe a week camping, or to have as a backup power source in the sun, maybe your electricity goes out, it's a great option for that. Back to the R600 though, the display is a really nice LCD panel and it's pretty easy to read. The front screen shows you your input and output wattage, estimated time remaining, and battery percentage. Now, it was a little bit hard to see in very direct sunlight. If I moved it into the shadows a little bit, I could see it better, but just keep that in mind. However, when it is bright and sunny, the great thing is there is also an app that you can download on your phone, connect to the unit via Bluetooth, and you can actually control the unit from your app. You can see how much time is remaining. You can see the input and the output that you're currently using. You can turn on the DC ports, the USB ports, all of that very simply right from the app, and that is very easy to see and really pretty handy. As for the construction of the unit, it feels pretty darn solid. Sure, it is made of plastic, but it does feel very durable. The handle feels very solid, like it's not going to come off. It feels quite nice. And it has all of the safety things that you're going to want as well for, overload, overheat, and over voltage protection also. Well, let's break down some quick pros of the unit. First, like we said, fast charging, 0 to 100% in about an hour when you plug it into a AC wall outlet. Even pretty darn fast charging through the solar panels, about 2 hours, probably 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to 100% from 0. Multiple ports. There are so many ports on this. You can charge, I believe, up to about 8 devices at once. It's really pretty darn nice. Solar compatible, again, super nice for camping. Take that solar panel with you. You're going to be powered all weekend long. Plus, the LiFePO₄ battery is probably one of the biggest features for me because that safety feature is just built into it. It's going to be more reliable. It's going to charge. You can charge it more times. It'll last 8 to 10 years of daily recharging, which is crazy. And it's pretty darn affordable compared to other units, which we'll get to in just a moment. So if you're looking for a solid power station for camping, off-grid projects, photography, or maybe emergency power outage type things like that, this is going to be a great option for you. Well, the ALLPOWERS R600 portable power station here retails for $269, which that alone is a pretty darn good price for something like this with all the features we've already gone over. However, right now, as of the time of filming this video, it is actually on sale for $199, which in my opinion makes this really a pretty fantastic option for a portable power station with this kind of wattage, this many ports on it, the ability to connect to solar panels. It's a steal in my opinion. And also right now at the time of filming this video, the SF200 flexible solar panel that I tested with this unit is also on sale for $199, which again is a great price. So when you get those two together, you're coming in just under $400 for really very reliable backup power, emergency power, camping power, whatever you might need at a pretty darn good price. Well, thanks for hanging out today and checking out this review. If you've got questions, drop them below in the comments. I really do try to answer just about every single one of those. Maybe you've got some experience with the R600 or the SF200 solar panels. Drop those thoughts and comments down below. I'd like to hear your experiences as well. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and click the subscribe button if you're into trail content and gear reviews like this as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.